Before we talk about the epicness of Madara Uchiha, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, and of course, if you don't celebrate Christmas, you celebrate something else, or you don't celebrate anything, then just, as always, people, have an awesome day. But let's begin with that Madara hypeness. So a lot of this episode was mainly Madara fucking dudes up, and I loved it. I mean, I was just losing my shit when I saw it because I've seen this in the manga, and like I said before, they planned this perfectly. Like, we got the manga chapter last Christmas, and then now we got the anime episode on fucking this Christmas. It's like, Madara Uchiha. First of all, you can definitely see it coming full circle, which I love. The hatred and the bitterness that Madara had with Tobirama for everything that Tobirama did back in the day. You know what happened to Izuna and everything. And when he just has him there pinned to the motherfucking ground, for everybody that was like, Tobirama would own Madara, like, it's Madara Uchiha, baby. Tobirama, don't get me wrong, he has shown time and time again that he is a fucking badass, and he was the one that tried to go in or whatever, but at the end of the day, it was Madara on top, and Tobirama was on the fucking ground pinned, and, I mean, it was a nice display, or a brutal display, so I'd say, of how much hatred Madara had for him when he even threw the fucking little rod through his head, like, this is what I think of you. I wish you were alive, real, you know, so I could feel it more, but fuck it, this is a decent substitute. And it's interesting to see Hashirama that he still, at this particular point as well, still believes in his friend, that somewhere in there, the friend that he once knew is there, because he's like, look, he gave you a offering because you kind of remind him of his brother, Izuna. There's still a good person in Madara, like, he's not a completely 100% evil piece of shit. There's a part of him that still has that good-natured feel to him, and it was like, yeah, maybe somewhere in there, there's some small inkling of him wishing Izuna was still around, but at the end of the day, let's be real here. Let's be 100% legit, like, he stabbed Sasuke like, oh yeah? And it gotta kind of make you wonder, for anime-only viewers, how the fuck was he able to stop Sasuke in midair like that? Like, definitely kind of hinting at something going on with Madara. It's like, oh, looked at him, it's like, it could be a new Rinnegan technique, it could be something else, because it's like, Sasuke was like going for the sneak attack, and in midair, he stopped, and then Madara was like, oh, sorry, bro, it just fucking stabbed him. It's like, so some hinting at a new jutsu possibly, or something different that Madara knows of. And in this episode, Naruto and Sasuke both kind of got exposed. Like, Naruto got the fucking QB ripped out of him. Like, Madara in this entire episode was just left and right owning, and we had huge progression in this episode with the war, with like everything. Like, Madara took out Tobirama, Naruto got the QB sucked out of him, the Ghetto Mazo statue is complete, it got all the Biju inside of it, all the chakra, which kind of makes you think, wait, so if Naruto's on death's door, then did B get the Hachibi completely ripped out of him as well, and B is on death's door as well? Kind of makes you want to like focus more in on that. And don't get me wrong, I love me some Hinata, I've shown it time and time again, but I couldn't fucking help but laugh my ass off when you see like Naruto's getting whisked away with Gaara and Sakura, which God forbid Sakura ever fucking, you know, just stays put and lets Hinata jump on there, but whatever, that's my bias. Let's put that bias bullshit aside. I laughed when Hinata was running and just like tripped and fell. I was like, oh god, why? Poor fucking Hinata, but damn, it was funny. And then we also had a little bit of progression as well with the introduction to the Spiral Zetsu returns, the fucking poop-loving motherfucker, and I was like, god damn, and it's hinting that there's some new powers with him as well. Kind of makes you wonder, where did he get these abilities from? He has the Buddha statue, which, if I'm correct, the only person that could do that up to this point was Hashirama, so maybe it has something to do with his DNA, because we do know that he's a part of it, but he comes back and he's with a fucking vengeance, just destroying shit left and right, all the Kage, and it's like, this episode kind of made me look at the Kage like, so you couldn't take out Madara, and you came back and you thought you were a boss, and then now the Spiral Zetsu is fucking destroying all of you, and you're like, oh well, we just gotta hope for the best, hope for Naruto to take out Madara. It's like, he's a kid, bro, y'all need to step it up and fucking kick the Spiral Zetsu's ass, because come on. And then the end of the episode is like, it kind of will make you wonder, especially for manga readers, what the fuck was going to happen with Naruto and Sasuke. I mean, a big portion of it, you do got to look at it like they're the main characters. The story isn't even over yet. There's still a little bit more to go. I don't think they're going to die, either one of them, because Sasuke's there, and again, kind of gives you a little bit of a hinting into his mindset when he's like, I need to be the Hokage, make a village my way, while he's fucking at death's door as well. So, I mean, I don't want to say one way or another, but I think it's kind of obvious regarding Naruto and Sasuke whether or not they're gonna die. But with all that being said, great episode. The only complaint I would honestly have is that the art looked really bad in certain areas. Like, I remember a time where I'm looking at, I think it was Sakura's face or Kage, one of them, and their face just looked absolutely terrible. And there were a couple scenes where other characters looked like pretty off model. So the art in this episode was not that good, but everything else, the content itself, is what spoke for the episode. And it was just like brutal as fuck, progression, epicness, and it was like Madara Uchiha, Merry Madara, mate. Let me know what you thought of this week's episode of Madara Shippuden. How did you feel about Madara kicking Tobirama's ass? Naruto and Sasuke, what do you think about them being on death's door? Do you think that they're gonna die? And the Spiral Zetsu coming back, how do you feel about that and his new powers? Do you think that there's something else going on with him? And just so many questions with this episode. Is like fucking epicness. But before I end the review, I definitely gotta focus on something. It's like, this episode was awesome as shit. 9 out of 10 for this episode. But next week we're starting the beginning of this filler, and it's kind of like, well, yeah, it might be interesting because it's about the Chunin exams that we never got to see and how everybody became Chunin and Jonin and whatnot, but we were in the middle of some epic shit with Madara, like, and everything in general, not just Madara. Naruto and Sasuke are on fucking death's door. Madara's kicking ass. Tobirama's pinned down. The Biju have been sucked up. Madara basically is really close to his goal right now, and it's like, fuck you, motherfuckers. We're going in the filler. Like, oh my gosh, couldn't they save this filler for after these events? Maybe after the fucking war ends or something, or like after the story ends and then go back and add fillers. Like, we're in the middle of a very climactic moment, a very amazing moment, and it's like, time to go back to the original Naruto. Like, come on, bro, really? So a little bit disappointed about that. Starting next week, it's filler. But yeah, this episode, great episode. Again, let me know what you think. Overall thoughts. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be awesome. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. Madara Uchiha for the motherfucking win, baby. All day, every day. Once again, Merry Madara.